You know, people always ask about your favorite console. They never ask what your least favorite console is. In my case, it's my least favorite generation. When games went 3D, they lost me for the most part. It took a lot of time for me to come back, too. And in retrospect, it wasn't me. It was the first 3D generation, the Nintendo 64 and the original PlayStation. Sure, they had some masterpieces, some of my favorite games, in fact. But in between those games, a whole lot of games like 1XTREME.
On your mark, get set, go!
So this game was sent to us by our friend Chris from Woodland, California. And I was confused at first because this game wasn't originally called 1XTREME. It was released as ESPN Extreme Games. Eventually the ESPN license ran out, so the game's name had to be changed to 1XTREME. Because it was the 90s, hence a video game about f***ing rollerblades. So anyway, I obviously tend to be kind of apathetic toward early 3D games that haven't aged well. But I looked into it, and turns out, nope, a lot of critics thought this game sucked, even in 1996. And that was the year Load was released, so they knew all about suck in 1996. So obviously, this is a racing game. An extreme racing game. Probably had a Mountain Dew sponsorship too, I don't know. Anyway, there are 6 tracks, like, in total. You can play either single races or a racing season with rankings and stuff. You can race on either rollerblades, bikes, skateboards, or street luge, which is evidently a thing. So, problem 1, there's not a whole lot here. I mean, 6 courses. Not only that, they're like the worst 6 courses ever. So the 2 big problems from a gameplay perspective are that 1, everything's so blurry and pixelated, you can't even see anything. And 2, the courses are just a constant string of tight turns, which are stupidly hard to steer through because the controls are so bad. Oh, and by the way, you can't see anything. If there's anything interesting about 1XTREME, it's all the different things you can race, and the fact that it rips off Road Rash. But whether you're riding a bike or luging a luge, it all plays about the same. There doesn't seem to be much difference between them. And as for the Road Rash stuff, I mean, you can punch other racers. Thrilling, right? And eventually pointless once you notice that the ridiculous rubber banding brings them back 5 seconds later anyway. The game does support split-screen multiplayer, which is always a good thing. Then again, I can't see anything with a full screen. Playing on half a screen, you could just go ahead and keep that one, 1XTREME. Best thing about you is that one of the guys is named Mo Howard. You knucklehead. I don't know, maybe this game was better during its time. That's often the excuse with early 3D games, though. Sometimes, you just have to concede that awful games were always awful games. And we were just so excited about 3D that we didn't notice. The little 12-year-old you might have dug this in 1996, but believe me, no matter what it's called, you won't dig it now.